Well, hello everybody, this is Jasmine Gonzalez. Welcome to my channel, welcome to my video blog. It's Sunday, November 7, 2021. I am on my way to work. Work. I gotta work, go to work. Last night I was wrestling, New York Championship Wrestling, great show last night. And thank you to all the fans who came to support local independent wrestling. I'm really happy about that. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you all on December 4th. And the Winter Wonder Slam. Winter Wonder Slam. So yeah, it was awesome. I got to work with my friend Corrine. Where all the stars came from. You sure there's so much traffic on a Sunday morning? No. Anyway, so yeah, heading to work. I'm a little bit tired, but because of the daylight saving time, I got an extra hour of sleep. That makes sense, so I don't feel that tired. I'm a little bit tired, but like I'm not sore from my wrestling match last night, which is good. So that's good. I'm more sore after I wake up in the morning, and it's probably because I need to get a new mattress, and I don't have the money for a new mattress. So I'm at the age that if I sleep in the night, I wish I can have a better mattress that would give me more support in my back, but I just don't have the money for that. Mattresses are expensive, and like I don't earn a lot of money to afford a mattress for paying, and I don't have a credit card, and I'm not planning on getting a new credit card. So yeah, mattresses are too expensive, honestly. So I don't think I can afford one. Seriously, I'm not even going to use a credit card at all. I don't like using credit card to make many purchases. Honestly, like I had a bad experience with credit card one time. I got into too much debt. Not only I had student loan debt, but then like in grad school they gave me a credit card, and it was bad. Like I maximized it. I spent badly. Like seriously, like I made so many mistakes. Like when I was with that credit card, that I ended up getting in more debt, and I ended up like when 2008 happened, the market crashed, the economy collapsed in 2008, and I lost my job afterwards. I had to go bankrupt, and that's something that I don't want to do. So I've been careful not taking, like they send me credit card offers, but I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not taking any credit cards offer. I ignore them. I took another credit card to purchase a laptop at Best Buy. They gave me a credit card. I purchased a laptop. I paid the credit card, but then I lost the job that I had at the time, so I ended up maximizing that card. It wasn't as bad as before. Before I went to like 25K. It was. I don't remember. It was a very large amount of money, like close to the 10,000s, I would say, before. And then in 2017, when I lost the job that I had, I maxed the card to $1,000, and I realized I couldn't pay that back because of my income also. So the card went into collection, and I almost got sued earlier this year because of not paying. So the lawsuit was dismissed. I don't know what they're planning on doing, but yeah. So I've been avoiding getting into credit cards because I understand the implications of having a credit card. You have a credit card, you can end up getting easily in debt, and I want to avoid that. I can end up easily in debt. I start using it, and I will probably like get into so much debt that I will not be able to pay that back. So I have decided that I'm not going to use any credit card. And honestly, like I used to work as a cashier, and one thing that I hate about working as a cashier was the fact that having gone through a bankruptcy, I don't want other people to get into debt. I feel like debt is like, so our society here, like, oh, get a credit card and that kind of stuff. It's bad to have to owe too much money in credit. It's really bad, I understand why people may do it, because I've done it. Because it's like you don't have the money, so you need to get something. You have to get it at credit because you cannot afford it. But it's really bad when you don't have when your income is not enough to pay that debt quickly. So you fall into a trap and you're into so much debt that it can be crippling. So I have decided that I'm going to avoid doing that. Even this car, if I had another choice, I would have gone with a cheaper car, so I wasn't too much debt either. I don't like having debt at all. I don't like using credit cards. I don't like having too much money in loans. My student loans are different, but even then, I feel like if I had a different choice, I would be more careful taking student loans. In all honesty, I don't like being in debt. Because then you're paying debt and you barely have money for yourself. But then again, it comes again into like, what kind of wages are we getting these days? Personally, I wish I could earn more money at my job, but I know that is out of my control. I wish I could be working in something in a field that I could eventually get a better job, that it would give me better opportunities instead of having to work retail. And I admit it, I'm honest with that. But for now, I'm stuck with the job that I have, and I have to make do with what I have. And it's not going to change anytime soon. So yeah. So unfortunately, like I said, I don't like that, and I don't want to get into that. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford a mattress. I know I need it, but I don't know. I don't want to take a credit card. I don't want to take credit. I really can't, especially because next year my loans are getting taken by. I consolidated my federal loans, so they're taken by the federal student loan program. So I will have to be making payments again on my loans next year, and that's an expense that I'm going to have. So having more debt to the debt that I already have is not a good thing, especially when my income is low. I'm not a high earner, unfortunately, and I really question sometimes how come people live like what people do to be able to survive, because living in New York State is really expensive. It's totally completely expensive, I cannot, I feel like I've been pushed to I could be earning more money, not making, because making is different, earning more money if I were working in a particular field. But I still question, how can I afford living in New York State, especially when you have a lot of student loans. I also went to private student loans, and I'm against private student loans. Anybody that is considering taking private student loans, if you're watching this, never take private student loans. Please don't do that. Because private student loans, they don't have as many repayment options as federal loans. Federal loans, they give you options based on your income. Private student loans don't have those options. Private student loans is whatever the amount they decide to do, you have to pay, and you're at the mercy of the lenders. And I made the mistake of taking private student loans, and seriously, it turned out the amount of money that I would have had to pay for those loans, it was going to the $400 a month, which is almost like paying a second rent on an apartment. And I didn't have the money back then to pay, and that's why I ended up defaulting my private student loans. And again, like I said, my income has been low, and I'm trying to point out what is causing that, And I get it. I may not have a lot of experience in certain fields, but still, just even finding an entry-level job, I sometimes don't even get considered. I feel like I get biased, maybe because of my accent, and I don't want to bring me being trans as an excuse, because it shouldn't be an excuse. But let's be honest, when you're in an interview and the only person interviewing you across you is a man, and you are presenting as in your new gender as best as you can, but people are biased, they may not get to hire you, Let's be honest with that, And unfortunately, that doesn't work against me, and sucks not getting like where not being able to go where I would like to go, you know. And then at least jobs like Walmart, because they really don't care. And I'm glad that Walmart gave me the chance to be working. But at the same time, it's like I wish I could be doing something else with my life. I'm honest, you know. It's like how can I grow in other areas, in other fields that I have education and knowledge when I'm not doing them, you know. It's unfortunate. It's totally unfortunate. Why are you getting this way, sunshine? You don't know how to fucking drive? Are you drunk? Anyway, sorry. I'm driving to work, so I apologize for that comment. Anyway, but yeah, scrapping that. So yeah, it's a two-edged sword being in too much debt. So I don't want to get into debt just because I need a new mattress, you know. So I don't know, and my budget has been tight for the past year because the high rent that I pay. So I cannot afford spending 200 bucks in a mattress because I would put me in a bad position financially. And, so I don't know. And I don't even know if getting any mattress because of me waking up sore, you know, in the morning. And I'm not sore at work. I'm not sore after I get out of work. I can go to a gym. I can work out. I can do wrestling. I'm not sore after I did wrestling last night. You know. I'm only mostly sore when I wake up in the morning, and it's upsetting, honestly. And, it sucks not having the money to afford a mattress, to be able to sleep well, you know, and not wake up sore. But it is what it is, you know. Gotta live with that. So. But I don't know. I mean, I wish there could be better options, you know. But like even what to get that means that if my computer gets damaged, I probably have money to spend on a new computer, you know. Like I don't have any savings right now. I don't have savings for when I retire either, which is the sad part. And I'm on my mid 40s and I don't have savings for when I retire. I have stocks that I purchased when I was working at Home Depot, but I don't have any other than stocks, few stocks. I don't have savings at all. I don't have 401k. I'm concerned a little bit about the future because I will have no money to retire. I will have to continue working for the rest of my life. And I don't like that. I really don't, honestly. Sacrifice a lot for nothing, pretty much. The only thing I will have is Social Security, and that is if by the time I retire, there's still money for Social Security. And it's upsetting. It's really upsetting, you know. I went to school, I went to college, I got an education. I'm highly educated, and struggling. At the same time, I enjoy other parts of my life. I enjoy the fact that I have gotten to do theater, stage combat, wrestling, you know, working as a fight choreographer, you know. But those are passions and things that I love, you know, regardless. And, you know, like, somebody asked me, like, you could choose to do one thing, and the thing is, like, I cannot choose to do one thing only, because one thing doesn't. Like, I enjoy the happiness of doing multiple things. I enjoy the happiness of being able to do wrestling. I enjoy the happiness of being able to do fight choreography and theater every now and then. I enjoy the happiness of making art at home. It's like to say that I only like one thing, that I have to choose one thing, is highly limited. You know, the human experience is more than one thing, and I cannot just choose one thing, you know. Even my job is like, yeah, I'm not going to choose like spend a lot of time on my job, because honestly I know that the job doesn't bring me satisfaction. There's more to life than a job. So yeah, that's the thing, you know. If anybody is offering me money to just like shut down my life for a job, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I will put limits on like the time that I spend on the job, you know. Even if I have my own business, you know, I will have control over the time. I will control like, okay, from this hour time to this time I will work on this project. But at the end of the day, I will limit it so I can have time for other things, you know. Otherwise, anybody can get burned out, you know. And again, there's more to life than a job. And I think that's why a lot of people have quit their jobs and not taking a job, because they know how shitty the situation is. You're working there sometimes for very little pay, and you are not enjoying life. You don't have time for yourself other than being at the job, at the workplace, you know. And that's not the only thing in life, you know. It's not the only thing in life. So, yeah. Ready to go to work, so getting closer, and so that's all I got to say. But like, definitely I need a mattress, but I don't want to go into that. And like I said, if you're a person, you're considering taking that, don't do it, honestly, unless you have a very good job and you can afford paying what you use quickly. Be careful using credit cards. You know, credit cards can be, it can get out of control. You know, if you don't know how to manage the credit cards, don't take credit cards, you know. I learned my lessons the hard way, and that's why talking about this from my perspective, and like I would never want to, and I've been wanting to avoid taking credit cards because like I know the trap, I know how they work, and I know that if I don't pay quick, I'm going to get quickly into another pile of debt that will stay with me, and I will not be able to pay that. So I'd rather avoid getting myself into that, so I only depend on my income, on the money that I earn at work. So if I don't have money to purchase something, I don't purchase something. I don't purchase things. I hold on the money and save it for later, or purchase things that are necessary like food, clothes, gas, pay my bills, you know, those things. But again, not wanting to get into debt is one of the things that I don't want to, and I don't suggest anybody to do so, because it sucks. In the end, it sucks, and especially when you have to go through bankruptcy, or if you lose your job, you know, or can't work anymore, you know. So yeah. Anyway, peace out, everybody. Stay safe. Consider getting vaccinated if you haven't done so, and I'll see you at the next video.